Hello, welcome back to Garden Fever. This is Corey Lefevre, and I'm excited because most of my fences here, I don't want to put in the labor for cement and other types of fences, so I'm going to try this out. I've been doing a lot of research, and I think for my needs this will be okay, but mainly for grapes. I think that'll make a good grape trellis, don't you? We'll show you the process of how to do this. I've never installed a fence like this, but it looks pretty simple. So anyway, as we go, we'll give you some tips on this, and then we'll get to planting my grapes so we can trellis them through. So I guess how this works is just to kind of, hopefully you can see that. This screw you take out, it's only meant to hold the bar in here. You don't need it when you install it. Okay, during shipping they fasten it. But you take this out, and as you can see there, that's what's left behind. You just kind of pound it in. As I've told you before in previous videos, link in the description about my soil. Even though it's supposed to be a no dig, if you got good soft soil, sure. As you can see in the box above, I don't. So those are not going in easy. I'm tempted to just dig a hole real quick, drop that in, and then cover it. I guess maybe wetting it down might help. But I did that yesterday, and it actually broke the brick. It was so hard. So even though it's no dig, and the actual installation is really easy. After you pop that off, you get this bar, and you just set it through like that. And once you got them down, you just set the bar right in there. That's how. However, it's not as easy as said as done, as you can see. So I don't know, no dig. I think measuring them out and getting them even will be kind of hard, but I think the rocky dead topsoil that I pretty much got is going to make it difficult to pound all those stakes in. We'll keep plugging away. So I'm finding out that because of how rough my topsoil is, that it's better to stab it with this. Just push this down as hard as you can and wet it down. This where you're putting in the stakes, like right here. It's much easier to pound them in. Alright, well, goes along with what I'm saying here. I've been trying to pound that boy in for a while. So, broke the brick again. So I decided to get a piece of wood. I thought that would be thick enough, and that split. So I've also noticed that because they added the hole there to drain water, obviously, so water don't build up and rust the pole, that dirt goes up there. And I've had little rocks get stuck in there, and I can't get the pole down. So there's another issue. Overall, I'm pointing out the troubles that I've run into. Overall, I think it's a pretty simple design. I think with soft topsoil you can easily install this, but just given some of the problems I've run into for those who are thinking of doing this. So it's not just hard on pounding them down, but I'm starting to get blisters. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see it in the view screen because it's sunny, but hoping you can. So here's a life hack, even with gloves. I'm going to duct tape it. Duct tape or super glue. Hopefully that will lower the damage. I'm halfway done, and I'm getting blisters. So I hate to keep correcting myself, but I keep developing new things as I go, as I learn from my mistakes. It's not completely even because the ground ain't, but we'll figure something out with that. But I find that is the best way to figure out where the hole is. Just set it in there, get it all situated, and then measure it out. Kind of look to see how even down the row are, which it's not even, so I'm going to have to adjust this, but put it in there like that, you can get the hole going. It's a lot easier. You don't have to measure and be off and blah blah blah, redo it. So update, that is a simpler way to measure it. Okay, got it in. There's some tweaking I need to do. It's not completely level all the way, but for the most part I got it in. Pretty happy, much quicker. There are some issues that I ran into with actually pounding down the spikes. They're pretty tough and pretty hardy. Hitting them with a board is probably the best way out of all the ways I tried. Definitely water it down. I mean, it's essential. In fact, the night before I would just dump the sprinklers on it all night, to be honest with you. And you want to really soften up that earth. Unless you've got good soil or good topsoil, then you'd be okay. I don't. It's pretty rocky and pretty, so you know, those didn't want to go down. And as you can see, like, let's see here, like way down there, those ones are up a little higher because of the earth, you know, the land wasn't exactly level. So as it came down a slope, so I had to kind of keep them up so that it maintained, you know, its relatively even flow as it slanted down. Does that make sense? Let's see if we can maybe zoom in here. See how I had to go down that hill kind of thing. I'll probably put a lot of topsoil or whatnot to kind of cover those posts a little bit better, but it was necessary for that hill, so I'll have to work with them. And that's kind of the cool thing about these is, you know, you can kind of disassemble parts and readjust things, and it's a lot easier than if you permanently cement them in, you know. And I think it'll do just fine for the needs that I have, you know. I mean, this is just a gate off or my garden, you know, or fence off my garden, so, and to trellis grapes and stuff. So I think this will work perfectly for what I need. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I also wanted to let everyone know that no dig fencing had nothing to do with this. This is just the type of fence I chose to put in, so I thought I'd bring you along for the ride so you could, you know, maybe if you were thinking of doing the same thing, you can kind of see some pros and cons with it and make a better judgment. But I think this is going to work really good. I think I need to get my grapes in, and I'm excited because we're still kind of early in the summer, so I think they'll be okay and we can get them going. So hopefully next year they'll be on the move. I'll have my fruit trees in and my grapevines. This is Corey Lefevre with Garden Fever. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for your time. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you have any suggestions on videos too, feel free to put that down in the comments. I've been meaning to tell people that on my videos and I keep forgetting, so I wanted to throw that out there. If you have any ideas or anything you'd like me to do a video on, let me know. Anyway, I'll see you next time.